Hello, I'm Dean Wilson and welcome to the world of cruising. I'm really excited because we're going to be celebrating the wonderful world of cruise and travel to help match you with your perfect holiday, along with some fantastic offers. Today, I'll be diving into Oceania Cruises, the luxury cruise line that's known for its culinary offerings. We'll be highlighting two of Oceania Cruises' itineraries and, what's more, World of Cruising viewers will receive additional shipboard credit. That's credit for you to spend on board however you wish, whether it's on a relaxing spa treatment or one of the designer boutiques on board. The stunning itineraries we're going to show you today are amazing. I'll also be joined by some fabulous guests who will be sharing their experiences and advice so we can help you make the most of your first or your next cruise. And as Oceania Cruises claim to have the finest cuisine at sea, I'm excited to say we have two cooking demonstrations later on to give you a taste of a few of their signature dishes. Right, it's time to meet our guests. Joining us today is journalist Kate Holland from our sister magazine website, The World of Cruising. Welcome, Kay.
Hi, Dean. Thank you.
And welcome, Lisa from The Sun.
Hello.
I thought I'd start by introducing the brand. I've had the pleasure of spending time with the team from Oceania, and I've personally been on board one of their ships, so I've really got to know what they're about. The finest cuisine at sea. Expertly created travel experiences and small ships. That's the three pillars that they base the company around. Let's talk about food, first of all. The finest cuisine at sea. Exquisitely crafted cuisine. I mean, they are the perfect words for Oceania, aren't they, Lisa?
That's right, yes. I mean, you can eat whenever you want, wherever you want. So we're talking about every restaurant included. There's no specialty dining extras. It's all included in the fare. And it is really the sort of very pinnacle of the best of cruise food.
And Kay, that's really important for a lot of people. When you're sort of thinking about a cruise, a lot of time food comes to the top of the list, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think food is now a real reason, isn't it, to go on holiday, to book a cruise. And if you are a foodie, you can't really get too much better than Oceania.
I want to talk about the next pillar, which is expertly created travel experiences. And I love the word curated because it really means someone's made something just for me, Lisa.
That's right. And so with Oceania, what you get is onboard credit. You can choose whatever excursion you'd like to take and pay for it with that onboard credit. Now, this is a small ship, and with a small ship, it means you get smaller excursions, so that are really going to be a deep dive into some fascinating ports because they're going to the smaller ports, and you've got smaller excursions once you're on board.
And finally, quickly, I've got to talk about small ship luxury. That's really important, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think so. It's like a land holiday. You've got your big all-inclusive resort, or you've got your boutique hotel. It's a similar thing at sea. I think we've probably both reached a stage where we're small ship luxury people.
And exactly that. I think it's the element of service that you get on a smaller ship.
And that's intimate, isn't it? That's what it makes. It makes it very, very intimate. OK, let's introduce you to our first offer from Oceania Cruises. Although Oceania sail around the world, if you're looking for something closer to home, this one might be for you. It's for a 2-week vibrant Northern Capitals cruise on board Vista, Oceania's newest ship. Vista only joined the fleet in 2023, but has, pardon the pun, here we go, been making waves in the, stop here, the cruise industry with new dining and enrichment experiences. This 2-week cruise departs on July the 21st, 2025 from Southampton, so you don't have the hassle of having to fly. So here's how their itinerary shapes up. And by the way, been to Southampton, it was great. Right, there's a big deep breath because here it comes. Day 1, depart from Southampton, UK. This means you can avoid the aggro of the airport, not have to worry about luggage restrictions and all that stuff. Day 2, at sea, a chance to explore your ship Vista and really get a feel of that small ship experience. Day 3, we're at Copenhagen, Denmark's dynamic capital with its world-class museums, restaurants and attractions. Day 4 and 5, we've got Berlin, Germany. An overnight in port gives you a chance to really explore Germany's vibrant historical capital. As we move on to Day 6 at sea, get to know fellow passengers, check out the restaurants, etc., and all that amazing food. Day 7, Tallinn, Estonia, a ridiculously photogenic medieval city, and I've seen some pictures of them, amazing. Day 8 and 9, we're off to Stockholm, Sweden. From museums to waterside walks, you'll discover what makes Scandinavian cities so appealing. And on day 10, it's at sea, downtime, relax and taking in all those memories and eating some more of that amazing cuisine. Day 11 and 12, I did say it was a deep breath, Oslo in Norway. It's another other place that I happen to have been. Oslo's amazing art, culture and outrageously beautiful fjords. On day 13, we're back at sea, so much to do on board. Boredom is not an option, OK? Day 14, Belgium, you've got Bruges, canals, chocolate, castles. Belgium is ripe for adventure. Just a couple of highlights for you?
Well, as you know, Dean, I don't really like pretty cities. I like the gritty ones.
Yep.
So Berlin.
Oh.
It's just got that edge and energy. Yes, you've got all the history, the remains of the Berlin Wall, Brandenburg Gate, etc. But then get into the punky, alternative neighbourhoods, some hip galleries, coffee shops, that kind of thing. Berlin for me.
There, Berlin. And quickly, Lisa, one from you?
I think for me the highlight is you've got 2 overnight stays on this itinerary, so that really gives you an opportunity to see, as you say, these cities by day and night. And both Oslo and Stockholm are fantastic places to go and explore both day and night. And actually seeing a city at night is such a different experience, so that really would be the highlight for me.
Lovely. OK then, so we've got an amazing deal for you, so let's have a look at that. OK, if this vibrant Northern Capitals cruise sounds like the one for you, here's everything you need to know about what is included in the fare, which Oceania refer to as Simply More. Shore excursion credit of $800 per stateroom, essentially a credit that you redeem against Oceania's shore excursions. Champagne, wine and more, all included with lunch and dinner. Gourmet speciality dining, we've spoken about this, a chance to try all of Vista's amazing restaurants. Also, unlimited Wi-Fi. You can keep in touch with friends and family back home and share your pictures and videos in real time. These are all included in Oceania's Simply More fare, and if you book, you'll receive an additional shipboard credit of $200 per stateroom. If this is the cruise for you, you can book by calling 08 256 2615 and speaking to one of the knowledgeable team at Oceania Cruises. So for everything you need to know, plus all the terms and conditions, please visit worldofcruising.tv/Oceania. And if this vibrant Northern Capitals itinerary isn't the one for you and you want to visit further afield, you'll find more cruises and offers on our website. Now, as Oceania is a cruise line known for its cuisine, it's time to get into the culinary side of things. I spoke to Alexis Quaretti, Oceania's Executive Culinary Director, to find out where he started his foodie journey. So, welcome, Alexis, and thank you so much for joining us today. It's an absolute pleasure having you here. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you very much, Dean, for having me today. Yeah.
Oh, no, you're very welcome. And I've got some questions for you because I know that you're the head chef, and what I want to know is a little bit about you and also how you became involved with Oceania Cruises.
All right. So about my background, I have started my career in Paris, working to a different Michelin-star restaurant from 1 to 3, and then I've got an opportunity to join the ship in 2004, where I start with Oceania Cruise as a sous chef, and I make my way up as a chef. I have a couple of in and out with Oceania Cruise, and I have decided to come back in 2022, where I have took my new role as a senior culinary director.
So then, you're here to stay now, hopefully. I've got another question for you, because I think when it comes to developing food for very discerning customers, I have to say, how much importance is there on the destination to inspire a new development on a recipe?
Yeah, I think what's important by the destination is really to see a different culture, different product. Whenever we have an opportunity during our cruise, I always take time to go to the local market, looking for different product, sourcing product, trying different restaurant, and as well by going all around the world, having product, restaurant, could see a different culture. You gain all this experience, and by that is allow you to develop new ideas and new recipes. Yeah.
And the thing of authenticity is absolutely key, isn't it, in your recipes?
We should not forget that Oceania Cruises is the cruise line which have been built by foodies, run by foodies, and for foodies. That's why we want to make sure we give to our guests the great immersive experience to different dining options that we have.
The thing is with foodies, I'm one myself. I'm not an expert, but I'm a foodie. They tend to find they know quite a lot, don't they? They're discerning people. They know what to expect and what they want.
Of course, all our guests are not only coming to Oceania Cruise. They are traveling around the world. They are spending sometimes some hotels, luxury hotels, so different restaurants, so where basically they understand very well what is a gastronomic experience, and that's what we have as well developed or done with Oceania since 20 years. Yeah.
And very, very quickly, the last question on this part is that if anyone has anything specific they would like, are they allowed to ask?
Like, if you have a specific request, it's all depends about the request, of course. Obviously, when it comes to special dietary, we are very cautious about that. And we want to make sure if you have gluten-free or if you have a vegan, we have a great selection of plant-based dish on board. So we are very cautious and very careful about all the special dietary, for example. Yeah.
That's fantastic. Now, we're going to speak a little bit more later on. So for now, Alexis, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dean.
Thanks to Alexis. Well, I don't know about you, I'm ready to sample some of Oceania's cuisine for myself. Now, I can see Kaye is already in the kitchen, so that's... And Lisa's here as well. Are you comfortable?
Oh, very.
Good. Well, let me introduce... This is our lovely chef, Marc Fosh. Good to see you again.
Nice to see you.
Michelin-star, with sommelier as well. Food-wise, what have you got for us?
Basically, we have a crispy duck, which is going to be glazed with hoisin. And we have a wonderful salad, which I've got here, just starting, which is watermelon, cucumber. I've added some chopped shallot. We're going to add a few cashew nuts.
Ooh, nice.
And then now we're going to spice it up with a little sweet chili sauce, some chili flakes, and then some rocket leaves. I've also got in here some coriander and basil, Thai basil.
All of those flavours you can taste individually, can't you? Yeah, and then you can't
flavours.
wait to see what they come together. And a salad, you see, the salad also, first you can get salad leaves, but salads are just not about leaves, are they, chef?
No, absolutely. I mean, I think something like this is wonderful textures, a lot of freshness now, obviously, with the watermelon and the cucumber.
We better get it on there. So does that go on top?
It does indeed. I'm going to glaze this crispy duck now with some hoisin sauce.
OK.
So you can see, get that really nice shine on the duck. So then we'll place the crispy duck on top, nicely glazed. I'm going to add a couple of leaves of coriander, a little sprinkling more of chili.
Oh, wow.
And that's it, ready to go. Beautiful
Can I hand
dish.
it over? Well, I'm going to
Absolutely.
be the gentleman. I'm going to hand it to you, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell these lovely people about this exceptional deal. A 2-week vibrant Northern Capitals cruise on board Vista, Oceania's newest ship. Departs July the 21st, 2025. Gratuities, shore excursions, accredit, champagne, wine and more. Gourmet specialty dining, as we've got right here. And don't forget that unlimited Wi-Fi. These are all included in Oceania's Simply More fare. And if you book today, you will receive an additional shipboard credit of $200 per stateroom. Remember the number, 0808. Save some for me. 256 2615. I'll do that again, 0808 256 2615. So what do you think? What do you think?
Compliments to the chef.
Because, of course... Oh, I'm going to have some of this salad.
That's delicious. Really fresh.
Yeah,
really
exactly. Yeah,
vibrant.
you've got lots of textures, lots of freshness there.
I've also got a mouthful of food, and I've got to end this, which is going to be interesting. All right, Marc, as always, thank you.
Pleasure.
Good to see you. We'll continue in a few moments with some more guests as we continue cruising. So time for some more top tips with The Sun, and here is the lady that knows, The Sun's travel editor, Lisa Minot.
Hi there.
Money then. Do cruise ships accept cash on board?
Generally, no. It's something that you'll have a cruise account. Now, what you have for you to start with is that you get your credit card, and that's connected to your personal cruise account. And normally it'll be through your room key. That would be what you would then be using to actually buy your drinks at the bars, or maybe a cheeky bottle of perfume in the shops.
Of course.
All what you'll always get at the same time is either through your television or through an app, an idea of what you're spending, so you know exactly what you're spending as you go through the cruise. That's a great way in terms of budgeting.
And that's a great bit of advice. What about when you get off at a port, though?
Of course, when we're in port, we're always going to need some small amount of money, so just a few dollars perhaps. But that's really important to check exactly what you're going to need in each individual port. In the Med, it's quite easy. It's always going to be the euro. But obviously in the Far East and in America and the Caribbean, that might change. So make sure you've got a few bits of local currency as well. Now, the best way to actually get that is to order in advance and have it sent to your home address. You're always going to get the best exchange rates like that. Never go anywhere near an airport exchange rate.
Well, that's advice I was always given. And finally, I'm a bit of a phone addict, obviously, for business, need to have it with me. And a lot of people at home need the same. Any tips on saving money there?
First off, always get hold of your service provider and ask if they've got any kind of charges or fees. If they do, see if you can buy an add-on, a sort of bolt-on package that will actually allow you to use your phone the same way that you would at home. It's always going to be the cheapest way to do it, or among the cheapest ways to actually do it. And make sure you have your phone on airplane mode when you're actually on board the ship itself.
Interesting. Well, there you go. Money covered. Thanks for that, Lisa. We'll have some more top tips from The Sun soon. Hello and welcome to the world of cruising. We're celebrating the wonderful world of cruise and travel to help match you with your perfect holiday, along with some fantastic offers. Now, talking of offers, it's time to unveil our second itinerary from Oceania Cruises, which is for a 15-day Polynesian Dreams cruise from Papeete to Honolulu on board Regatta. Now, I'm going to say right now, we've got some amazing destinations, and I might not get them all right, but bear with me. This cruise departs on September the 15th, 2025, and it's a great way to experience a number of truly bucket list destinations in just one trip. So, shall we run through the itinerary? They've all been waiting for this. Day one, Papeete in Tahiti, French Polynesia. Then we've got Bora Bora on day 2 and 3, so that's a stay over. And then we've got Regatta, the French Polynesia again. And then we've got Rangiroa, which is beautiful again, soaking up all of that wonderful sunshine. Day 6, we're at sea. And then day 7, we've got Nukuhiva. And then day 8, 9, 10 and 11, we're at sea again. And once again, you can experience all that wonderful cuisine and meet new friends. On day 12, it's Hilo and Hawaii. Day 13, yeah, we're still going. We've got Kona is where we're going to be on day 13. Lahaina on day 14, and day 15, one of my favourites, Norwili. Because me being a Willie myself from school, that's the place I want to go to. Day 16, we're at Honolulu, and all of this and that 16-day trip is based on September the 15th departure, 2025. Right then, highlights. Well, I would say on a trip like that, ladies, every single one, wouldn't you say?
It's paradise, isn't it? But I think I'm all about Hawaii for that one, personally. Yeah.
Whereas for me, I'm all about the South Pacific. That for me would be my ideal, perfect cruise.
Whenever you think of South Pacific, you feel those wonderful movies and things, don't you, back in the day?
And I think with Hawaii, everyone always thinks of it as a beach destination. And it is, it's a beautiful beach destination. But the great thing about this itinerary, it visits 4 of the islands, and they've all got their own distinct character. So it goes to the Big Island, you've got the volcanoes. I think it goes to Maui, great for whale watching.
Yes.
The Garden Isle, so rainforests. And then finally Oahu, the most visited island, where you've got the world famous Waikiki Beach. You could perhaps go surfing, Dean.
Yeah, I tried that and it didn't work out very well.
Okay, maybe not then.
And the golf.
Golf, definitely, lots of golf courses.
So the question on your lips, I'm sure, is what's included in this fantastic offer? Well, let me tell you right now. gratuities, $800 shore excursion credit, champagne, wine and more with lunch and dinner. A gourmet specialty dining that I'm sure you're going to enjoy. Unlimited Wi-Fi are all included in Oceania's Simply More fare. And if you book today, we'll throw in an additional $200 shipboard credit per stateroom. How does that sound? The offer is based on, as I said, September the 15th, 2025 departure date. Do check out our website, worldofcruising.tv/Oceania for the other dates. A supplement may apply, so please check that out, and the UK departure ports as well. If this is the cruise for you, you can book by calling 0808 256 2615. And speaking of one of the knowledge, and you've got to speak to a knowledgeable team member because they'll tell you all about Oceania Cruises. And so, for everything you need to know, plus the full terms and conditions, please visit worldofcruising.tv/Oceania. You'll also find even more sailings from Oceania Cruises on our website. They set sail from a selection of UK ports to a dazzling array of destinations all over the world. So I'm willing to bet there's a cruise on the website with your name on it. Now, as you've seen and as you've been hearing, it's been pretty obvious that the onboard cuisine is one of Oceania's biggest selling points. This is the second part of my conversation with Alexis Quaretti, Oceania's Executive Culinary Director, this time taking a deep dive into the food on board.
So it's lovely to spend some more time with Alexis. And Alexis, I've got lots of things to ask you, and I wish I had all day, but I've got some very specific questions. First one, I want you to tell us about the specific dining options available on board, because there's lots of them, aren't there?
Yeah, and so I think about the different dining options on board. What is important to mention is that Oceania Cruise really want to make sure that we give an immersive experience to the guests, okay? Yeah. Like if we have Italian restaurant, which called Toscana on board, we will make sure that we have Italian chef running the restaurant.
Right.
We will make a fresh pasta. We will have all menu with Italian ingredients as well. So what's important to mention as well is we pay a lot of attention to the taste of the food and the presentation of the food that we are doing. So at the same time, we have all the codes, if I might say like that, of a Michelin-star restaurant or not.
Yes.
And as a last experience as well, what's important to mention is that the architect designed the interior of each restaurant really with a personal identity of the concept of the dining.
Right, and very quickly, I'm talking of dining, I'm talking of new things. We've got a new ship launching in 2025. Culinary experiences in there, what can we expect from the new ship?
You mean from the Allura in 2025? I think it's important to mention that we will introduce a different, I mean, not different, but additional food, if I might say like that. We will have, next to our barista, a new gelateria, where we will offer during the day soft Italian ice cream.
Beautiful.
Some waffles,
nice.
Crepes. In addition to that, we will have a similar offering of what we have currently on board Vista, which is our latest ship. And I'm working as well currently to develop a new dining room menu, as well terrace cafe.
Superb. Now then, we are going to be recreating a couple of your recipes in the studio tonight, which I can't wait. Tell us what makes the Red Ginger restaurant so specific for people.
As I mentioned, what makes the Red Ginger so special is because we really want to provide to the guest an immersive experience. So we focus on the Chinaware. Let's say if you go to Red Ginger, we have a chopstick selection to choose before you start your meal. The plate that we are using, the food that we are serving, the ingredients, the service style as well. So everything we want to give the full experience to the guest, the same way like if they will be in the country in Asia, for example.
It's been lovely talking to you, my friend. Thank you very much for your time. I know you're a very busy man. Ladies and gentlemen, it is, of course, Alexis.
Thank you very much, dear.
Au revoir.
Oh, it was a lovely... Look, let me get me a little French. Look, you're getting your little bit of French in there. I know. Thank you to Alexis. That's wonderful. We're here now with Marc, who's cooking for us. What's on the menu, chef?
Okay, so today we have sea bass. It's glazed with miso and wrapped in a banana leaf.
Oh, nice. Now, this is quite typical, isn't it? This is the sort of thing we can expect.
This dressing, this miso paste, is full of umami. It's got a wonderful texture. So that's been baked in the oven, and I've just glazed it nicely in the pan. So we'll pop it into.
I love the
our banana
presentation
leaf.
on the banana leaf.
Yes.
Yeah, it's cool, isn't it? And I've got these little dainty pegs, wooden pegs.
I like the pegs.
Yeah, no.
They're great. It's like you're opening a little present,
Yeah.
isn't it? Like a little parcel.
No, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. And then we pop it on the plate, and that's it. So it's a very simple dish. It's all about the ingredient, no? It's all about the good fresh sea bass and the wonderful glaze.
And this is absolutely a reflection of what's on board with Oceania, with that high-end culinary cuisine, things you've probably never seen before. And you were saying it before, Lisa, about getting to where you are in that part of the world and experiencing not just the country, but the food as well.
That's right, yes. I mean, as I say, it's an opportunity for the chefs to really show what they can do with local cuisine, with the local produce. And that's, I think, that sort of discerning market would expect as well.
And I think it goes back to what we talked about earlier, one of the brand pillars, immersing in the destination. You're actually trying what's reflective of where you're visiting.
Definitely. And also, I know that if you're at home and you're thinking, oh, that looks very good, but I'd like to learn about it, you can actually learn how to cook this on board as well. And there's classes in the culinary centre. So they've got a great culinary centre. So if you want to learn the sort of things that this man's taken 100 years to learn.
No, but it is a fairly simple dish to be able to do at home.
Should we get tasting? Because I know we're going to have to do this one ourselves here, because this is not a vegetarian dish.
No, more for yourself and Lisa. You're welcome.
We will. Please, after you. I can't wait.
Have a look.
Well, I'll let you taste that, and I'm going to remind you that this 15-day Polynesian Dreams cruise from Papeete to Honolulu on board the Regatta departs on the 15th of September. Gratuities are included. A $800 shore excursion credit is included. I'm going to get my mouth in this. Champagne, wine and more. A gourmet specialty dining as well. Unlimited Wi-Fi are all included in Oceania's Simply More fare. You can book by calling 0808 256 2615, and don't forget about that incredible competition either. A luxury food hamper worth £500 is up for grabs. To enter, all you've got to be in it to win it, to be fair. All you need to do is visit worldofcruising.tv/Oceania, where you find all the terms and conditions and answer just a very quick question. What did you think?
It's amazing. It's got such oomph in terms of flavour.
Umami, you said?
Yeah, it's definitely umami. I mean, that fermented soybean paste adds just such an umami feel to it.
Oh, my word, yes, that's what you mean. Now, Kaye's not eating because you're vegetarian and it's not a thing for you, but it wouldn't matter because you could order something completely different, still reminiscent of the area.
Yeah, of course. There's going to be really good menus on board for anyone who's vegetarian or vegan.
Vegetarians aren't an afterthought these days, Dean. There's lots for us to eat on board too.
Now, the nice thing about this as well is not just this type of dining, but I want to go back to that small ship dining experience, because it isn't just about this, it's just about you're going to meet people and you're going to be experiencing this on a very sort of personal level, aren't you?
Well, that's right. I mean, and I think, you know, from what I've heard from people who cruise with Oceania, within a day or two, your server's going to know not just your name, but how you like your food cooked. If you like your steak cooked a particular way, or if there's anything that you don't want to eat or have an aversion against, they might suggest something else for you. It's a very personalised service, and they make sure to know all about you. And I think that's just what you'd expect of a luxury cruise line.
Exactly. I've got to say, this has been amazing yet again, Chef. Thank you very much.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Thanks to Kaye and, of course, to Lisa, and we'll finish this off in a few months' time. We really appreciate you being with us, and remember, if you want to book this, the phone number is there. Go to the website. Everything you need is there and more. Thank you, everybody. See you soon.
Thank you.